this topic we will discuss about the corporate social responsibility. So it is a very famous term, okay, CSR. So CSR is when a company takes its resources or its money and spends it for the welfare of a society. So that is a corporate social responsibility. So CSR approach will take into account the societal and environmental concerns also. So it's a very straight and a clear-cut term. Okay, when the company takes its money and its resources and spends it on the society's welfare. So the question is, should the company take its money and spend on the society? The first view is the Milton Friedman view. I think it's Friedman, okay, not freedom view, okay. It's Milton Friedman view. So what Milton Friedman says is, he says there is one and only one social responsibility of a business, and that is to increase the profit and to engage in the lawfully work conducting their business and without any deception or fraud. So the company is not bound ethically or legally or in any manner to do any kind of social welfare activity. So that is Milton Friedman view. The next one is the instrumental view of stakeholders. Here it is said that the company has to do certain societal welfare. Why should it do? Because if it doesn't do it, then the company might not get certain kind of benefits. Okay, so assume that the company needs very good quality employees, but good quality employees are expecting to work in a company which helps the society little bit. Okay, if your company is not helping anything to the society, then these good employees cannot be attracted to your company. You can't get good quality employees to work in your company. So in order to get them to your company, you do some good. Okay, you do some good. So the good is not done for the purpose of good. Okay, the good is done for the purpose of getting some other economic benefit. Okay, so it is something like very evilish. So you don't do anything for the purpose of good, you do it for the purpose of money. So it's something like you just simply act. Okay, the organization reacts to stakeholders because it believes that not to do so could have an impact on its primary objectives, which may be profit, but could be other objectives for organizations such as charities. Such a view of stakeholders is therefore devoid of any moral obligation. So they are not trying to be very morally good, they want to be good so that they will get more economic benefits. So that is the instrumental view of stakeholders. And the last view is normative view of stakeholders. Here they feel that a company is nothing but a part of a society. So a company uses all the input, something like raw materials, employees, suppliers, or a location, the government support. It uses all the societal benefits to produce goods and to make money. So when it uses all these kinds of inputs, it should also give something good to the society. So such a kind of a view is called as a normative view. So these companies have a moral consciousness that accepts a moral duty towards others in order to sustain social cohesion or the good of society. So they are good for the purpose of being good. Okay, this is called as Carroll's model. So she has classified the CSR on 4 types: economic, legal, ethical, and philanthropic. The first one is the economic responsibility. The responsibility of the business is only to make the profit. So that is the first view. Legal. If there is anything legally bound where they have to pay for society, then they do it. For example, obeying the law. So in terms of employment, competition, or health and safety laws. So we can't say this as CSR, but they have responsibility. So here they have no responsibility. Here, because laws say there is a responsibility, they follow those responsibility and they make payment for that. Somewhere they want to be responsible to act morally and ethically, go beyond narrow treatment of the law. So if law says that 10% has to be given as provident fund for employees, the company gives something like 12% because it feels that 10% is inadequate. So let us give 12%. Okay, so it's like little bit going beyond what is required by the law. And the last one is philanthropic. It's not what the law says or anything. It's about the really good thing the company wants to do, something like charitable donation or staff time on projects. Okay, so these are like philanthropical. So why should a company indulge in CSR? There are also like many benefits of doing a CSR. Okay, so these are it. It helps in improved business reputation for your company, ability to attract a new set of customers, ability to recruit quality employees, easier to attract ethical investors, competitive advantage because you're a good company, improved employee motivation. People who are working in your company might feel really good for working with your company. So is there any drawbacks? Yes, the cost. Why should a company spend for a CSR? That's a drawback. And two, it can be argued that the main responsibilities firms have are to their shareholders. If the company gives its money to the CSR activities, they are only depriving the shareholders. If the dividends are properly given to the shareholders, even shareholders can do this kind of social activities. It's not the company should do it. Even shareholders individually or personally, they can do it. So why should the company do it? And last is, the managers who are in the company are very qualified to run a company, but not to spend for CSR activities and see its efficiency. So in short term, the company does not have the capability or management strength to properly spend on CSR. So that's their third argument. So this is an example of a Starbucks corporate social responsibility. So you can see here they are worried about the environment, recycling, energy, water, green building, climate change. These are their responsibility. Even coffee sourcing, okay, farmer support, tea sourcing, cocoa sourcing, local area engagement, swasta, something that I'm not sure what is that, chai project they have, diversity, all these are CSR activities they have. For example, here, source ethically and sustainably. So they are not, they're buying from Starbucks buys cocoa and all these coffee bean products from farmers. So farmers are usually very small people, and Starbucks is a very large company. So they might force the farmers to sell at a lower price, but Starbucks says they are not doing it. They are buying at a ethically and sustainable manner. They create a lot of job opportunities. They do something called as a green retail. They help also the communities in the local area from where they are sourcing. And these are all their areas where Starbucks puts its CSR activities. And they are also very strategic about it. They also have something called as goals for each heading of CSR. They also have metrics to measure how well they are doing, so that they can find out year on year how well they are doing. And they also have a commentary section saying that how well they have done in a particular CSR activity. So here it says sourcing commitment, 100% is ethically sourced coffee, but they have done it only for 99% of the time. So in India, it's just an overview. In India, these are the amounts in crores. So this is how the companies have allocated and they have spent. Okay, they've allocated 454 crores for CSR, but they've actually spent 760 crores. So this gives you an idea about what are the big companies CSR amount outlay and how they are spending their money. So this chart says for what are the various activities in which the corporate spends its amount. So for in education, 15% is spent, and for health 14%, community development 10%, for water 8%, women empowerment 7%. So it tells where Indian companies are giving primary importance. So thank you very much for watching the video. We will meet in the next video.
So if you guys really like the video, put a like for us and share it with your friends who might find it useful. So if you guys have any queries or questions, post it in the comment section. We'll be like happy to answer them. If you guys have any other ideas for further videos, you can put it in the comment section. We'll be like creating a new video on that topic also. So thank you guys. We'll meet in the next video.